Guys, we are back playing ARK Survival Evolved. This is episode 2 of our second season. I am Strados, and yeah, so as you can see, our base has gotten really kind of heavy with dinosaurs. We're pretty much taming anything that comes near us just as a, you know, defensive kind of thing. We both have, me and Sandrock, he's been helping me out with. He's done a lot of taming here. Let me kind of zoom in here. So we got a few scorpions. I think I showed them. He ventured up north, and I went out there and helped him out a little bit, but we got some Argentavis. Well, we actually have two of them. I brought this one back with me. I call him the White Knight. There we go, back to ice. Pretty neat. He's all white. The other one we have is the Dark Knight. He's all black, and then he has really red feet. This guy doesn't, but anyways, everything's been working out. We've been getting tons of eggs. I haven't really started making kibble yet, so all these guys have been kind of like basic stuff, and then as you can see here, we have a bunch of Dilos, Raptors, and stuff kind of pulling guard over here because we haven't blocked it in. Mainly just because we have a lot of dinosaurs. It gets kind of crowded, and having to open up indoors was a little aggravating. But yeah, so I wanted to start getting into stone building, and it cost a lot of stone. Sandrock went up on the cliff edge there and got us some Dodicuruses. We have two. We got this one here who's what is he? Level 86, and then we have another one over here, level 29. So we were going to try the auto farm kind of technique, is just by placing him next to one, like a rock, and then every time the rock would respawn, they would auto smash it, just kind of as like a passerby thing. So where we're going to do that though is we found out like there really isn't a whole lot of rocks that spawn out here. One or two might spawn out here. There's a couple that spawn near the water down that way. There's a few on the front side over here that spawn in. But there's an island over to that side, and I don't know if you can see it on the map. No, you can't. It's a small island, and about 7 or 8 rocks spawn on there. So I figured, you know what? I want to build a bridge over there so we can easily get those guys over there, not have to worry about them, have them go through the water, get attacked. And I want to be able to just, maybe place something over there. There you go. You can see the island over there. There it is. So I want to build a bridge over there. We're going to get it connected. We'll be able to just roll these Dodicuruses right over there and be able to smash rocks as much as we want. We've got this Argentavis here. Let me show you his stats. His weight, I pumped it up. It's up to like 900 now. Easy peasy with carrying stone back and forth. The other thing we need to do is, since I want to start making kibble, is I need to get a farm up and running. So I figured I want to do that since I kind of want to build near this whole, let me pull up my map again, inside that whole kind of pincer area of our island. I'm going to put the farm over that way. Probably over here somewhere. I don't know exactly yet. I haven't really thought about it. I'll go put that down. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and start building from there. See you guys in a minute. Hey guys, check it out. So, I took my, I got White Knight over here now with me. But I went over here. We've got it. It's a 3x3. I've got pretty much 2 crops of each of like the special ones. So I've got the what's this? Rock carrots. This is the long grass, or it's like corn. Here are the potato plants. Yeah, savor root, which is pretty much a potato, and then we got the citrus stuff here. And then this last little one is our narcotics, just because narcotics come in handy. These things are usually ready pretty often. Now you can see I kind of got it filled with fertilizer. It has been some time. I let these things grow up fully and have been filling it up with fertilizer. Now, as you can see, I don't have any kind of compost bins. Well, actually, I'll get to that in a minute. But you can see here, I kind of got all the piping. I don't really like how the piping lays in this game, but it works. I put the flooring down and then tried to put the piping down, and the piping kind of goes into the floor. So it's like hidden. So it's really hard when you're trying to connect things to see where they line up. But it worked out. I've got this all spaced out to where there's one of these little things in here. I probably didn't even need 3 rows over there, or 3 little nodules to water, because really one of those can, I think, water a pretty big radius. But I put it in there just because it looks kind of neat. Keeps it, symmetry. But so I have this here, and I'm not too happy with this. I thought when I first started building, because I wanted to have it in a mostly flat area, I wanted to use all foundation pieces. And this is how far I had to go for foundation, and yeah, as you can see, it kind of gets real steep right here. And the piping, I mean, I guess I probably could have used like a ceiling pieces and pillars and just built like out over the water a little bit. Maybe that would have been a better idea, and then I could have just gone straight up for water. But this looks pretty bad, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess maybe just cover this up and put some kind of building behind the farm here. But anyways, we're not done with the farm. This is just the starter farm. This is actually, so I want to make this multi-tiered. I was thinking about building some kind of like, well, it's going to be a greenhouse, so this is all going to be glass walls pretty much around this thing. And then I was thinking right here, I'll build like some kind of tower node thing that would be kind of our, ladder up to each different level. Ooh, maybe, or I could build staircase things that go up. I don't know yet. I haven't, still thinking about it. But yeah, so this will probably be like an entryway right here, and then all this will be glassed off with glass ceiling tile, and then next floor and so on. Probably do about 3/4 high. Don't really need all that. This does a lot for us. Let me show you real quick. Like, so these have been growing here. 150. These are medium crop plots, by the way. I don't really see the need for anything higher than that. I mean, the large ones do produce more at a time, I guess, or I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, I come out here and I've got 2 plots of each. I mean, that's 300 for long seeds or long grass. I mean, that's pretty enough when I get into kibble. And I mean, by the time I need more, this stuff would already be grown back enough. Like, this farm is pretty decent for our operation. All right, so we got this built. This is our kind of starter farm. I'll finish this up in a later episode, just because we need to get a better operation up on the cliff there. We don't really have a great way of gathering crystal, which is needed to make the glass walls. Same thing with iron. So we don't really have any good operation for getting iron or glass, or crystals. So right now we've been, kind of breaking stuff and bringing it down here. We did have the Ankley and the Dead Deckers, which I mentioned earlier. Those guys actually were up there on the cliff edge, and for whatever reason, I think they got into a fight with a Diplo or something. Or maybe Sandrock picked a fight with it and knocked him off the cliff, and that's why they're kind of in our base now. Otherwise, I probably would have left him up there and used the Argentavis or something to kind of shuttle stuff down. But that's, even so, even with his weight pumped up, it's still kind of tedious. So I'm thinking I might build an outpost up there. I'm not exactly sure how am I going to do. I mean, besides flying up and down, we'd still shuttle it. At least we wouldn't have to smelt stuff, and we could craft everything up on this there and just bring down the walls and stuff that we would need. So that's going to be later. I don't know if I'll get to that this episode, because really what I want to do is I want to go build that bridge that's up over on the other side of the island. I'm going to go do that next, and yeah, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, and I'm back. So the bridge is practically finished. Look at this. This took a lot of time to build. I'm so glad that I had the beaver and everything else here to help me gather wood. But this is all ceiling tiles, and then you can see I got ramps going around because it just made it really easier as I was going through. And I'll show you here. I did the sneaky little hidden technique of being able to get the pillars to hide underneath the platform. And if you don't know what that is, well, really what you do is you put a pillar halfway through a ceiling piece, and then from there, you have to like try and line up. And you can kind of see it in the video when I was building that you have to try and kind of move down slowly until you see the texture of what you're going to place kind of shifts, and then that's where you would drop it. And then once you get, so you don't want to destroy it all the way, but you basically, once you get that piece built, then you just slowly, you build the rest all the way down to the ground, and once it connects to the ground, you come back up to the top and destroy the piece that's halfway through the ceiling, and it'll stay and it acts as the, like normal, basically, if you were to put a pillar down and then a ceiling over top of it. I had to use the ramps so I could get out quickly of the water, obviously, because it's a little bit too high. Most likely, I'll probably get rid of these ramps, and I'm just put railings on both sides. Now, I was thinking about whether or not, originally I was thinking about maybe leaving this like single wide, but it looks kind of awkward being single wide by the, just because of its length. And I was also kind of hoping to build on that rock there, but I couldn't place any pillars on there. It kind of start. So as you can see, in the video, I kind of started over here and just worked my way this way first, which, over here is not really fancy. It just connects to the island and drops down with a ramp. Ta-da, yeah, see? And I'm not even really too happy with that. But if I go one more ceiling piece over and try to build down, it's going to stick through, and I can't do the secret little hidey platform technique or pillar technique, because if you get too close to the ground, oh no, I am starving. Yeah, if it gets too close to the ground, you can't do that shift to make it drop one. It for whatever reason doesn't do that. So yeah. So let me go back over here. I'm going to explain how I want to finish this up. So this still has a lot of work done. So we had a scare, and I'm going to tell you this is kind of why I want to extend this. But we had a scare the other day. We were, me and Sandra were, I was doing a bunch of gathering and stuff, trying to, get this thing ready. And he was just trying, he wanted his little flyer and everything like that, because I had one that was super fast, Pteranodon. And he wanted one that was super fast because he was using one of the egg layers and just wasn't doing it for him. This is his little outpost over here. But anyways, when he was out here taming, 3 Allosaurus showed up, in which they have that like pack mentality thing where one's like an alpha, not a real alpha, but it has like a bonus to itself where it does more damage and everything else. Well, all 3 of those things were running around here just killing everything. So we had objective, like we were trying to see if we could capture one. It didn't work out. Sandrock got gun happy with his crossbow. The other 2, I let them out into the water, and where Megalodons finished them off, because I was trying to attack them with White Knight, and they just, they cause a bleeding damage, which makes you slow down, plus lose a little bit of health. And it didn't seem like I was really doing any damage to them at all, and they were just like tearing me to shreds. So I kind of led for the option of just kind of leading them away, and that kind of helped us. But so with that threat, though, we were really worried that they might work their way this way down the island towards our base. And since we don't really have that wall there that blocks everything in, which could have been a good answer to our problem, I've decided that I am going to build a wall, but I want to build it connected to the bridge here. So right where here this connects, I want to make this kind of like I was thinking of doing like 2 kind of castle towers on each side here. And then from there, I'll have like a single thing extend out this way a little bit, and then do like a right turn. Oops, can we get out there? Here we go. And have it make this right turn about here somewhere, and then link up directly to this cliff edge right about here. I will need a behemoth gate in here, of course, for the Brontos and anything else that we tame out there that, because normal gates don't know it. So that's not going to be a problem. And I don't want to do a chain of gates. I see people do this stuff all the time where they just put a, gate after gate after gate after gate. And to me, that just doesn't look good. I mean, yeah, it might be less on resources because it's like, what, I think 1,000? No, it's 900 for stone, for the stone behemoth gateways, it's 900 stone, 900 wood, and 900 thatch to build the gate frame and the wooden door for it. Which, I mean, yeah, that might be, it save you a lot of resources. It's instead of having to build a foundation piece and then like at least three high to stop anything. But that's just not what I want to do. So I'm gonna start working on this tower thing and then see, because I'm really worried that how great this distance is, because this kind of comes in an angle here, and yeah, it's like, let me see here. I'm gonna try and line it up. All right, let me turn around here. Oops, turning too much. Okay, come on. Alrighty, and okay. So right about here. So right now this is facing like pretty much directly at the edge of where that mountain ends. So for me to kind of stay, let's see, perpendicular, or to here, hit X, slow down. So if we go out like this far, that'll put us to there. And really getting down here is going to be kind of difficult when building. I'll have to kind of build up a few levels just because you can't really see if you look right here. I mean, I can kind of see, but you can't really tell where exactly I'm going to hit over there. But most likely it'll be somewhere around here. I don't know. So I'm going to start building that, guys. I want to make this, kind of nice. I'll get the railings put up on the bridge so nothing falls off of it. And I'll probably get rid of these ramps as well, just because I don't want anything sneaking up on there. And, I mean, they're really needed for construction purposes. But yeah, so I'm going to bring the Dilo out here, at least the one of them. Probably put an auto trail as well, so he has food. And then, yeah, I'll just leave him sit here and have him bash this rock, and I'll come check on him as well. Alright, guys, see you guys in a minute, and I'll show you my progress. Hey guys, welcome back. The wall is finished. Now it's not as high as I wanted to go originally. I was thinking about doing it all the way up to the top of the gate there, but this took so long to do. This is probably almost 2 days worth of building this thing outside of, real, and I'm talking about real life 2 days. Like, this is taking me a long time to build. So as you can see here, I've got railings going across the bridge, so that looks pretty nice there. Look at that, it's all snazzy and complete. Don't have any towers at that end, which don't want to build. I don't want to take up too much space down there. Of course, over here, I've got sloped thatch roofing going across the top there. I think it looks pretty nice. Now, for these two towers, I did a traditional kind of just straight up and then put some door frames on the top to make like the little kind of rigid pillar kind of thing. And then I've got a little bridge here that goes across the center. I've got trying out some slope pieces there just to see kind of looks. And I can show you what I did next with those as well, just to kind of give the bridge there some depth. Like, I wish there was some way we could fill in those gaps there. Like we have the slope pieces for, going up for like the roof, but we don't have them. Like, maybe there's a way if we could do it to where they would snap underneath. That'd be kind of neat. So we could fill in downwards gaps and make kind of neat bridges like that. So over here, I did a different style kind of tower. This one here, of course, it goes kind of straight up, and then it comes out one on each side. And then I use the slope roofs here to kind of connect it. And up close, it doesn't look all that good, mainly just because of the fact that you can see the holes there. But if you come out here a little bit ways, I think it looks a little bit better when you come out from here. Like, obviously you can still kind of see the holes, and I think it looks best. Yeah, there we go. When you kind of get to an angle to where you can't really see like straight through the holes. But overall, I mean, it's okay. Not my favorite style, but I wanted to try it out and kind of show you guys how it looks. So over here we have the wall. It's complete. Da, 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 da. So we have our little 3-room here, and then there's a 3-wide little room over there. Originally I was thinking about building towers here, similar to that, maybe a little higher, but I kind of said, yeah, I opted not to. It was just so much stone gathering and getting this thing built in the first place. I've got these little things that break it up here that make the wall look a little bit nicer, so it's just not one giant plain wall, kind of like the other side. But the other side, I have plans for it. Future dinos might, we can build like walkways out or something, I don't know. But yeah, so here it kind of goes out. It's all the same like height, because I basically built from that first tower. Well, it's the middle tower actually, if you count 1, 2, and 3. It's the second one. I built from there over to here, and then I kind of worked my way using stone walls and ceilings, and built up and over, up and over, up and over. And then finally, once I got to a height that I was happy with, I went all the way down. And then from there, I kind of worked my way down. So once I got the ceiling pieces to go all the way over, I went down one wall, or whatever it was, to meet the ground, snapped a bunch of foundations together, and then this is pretty much a lot of the parts of this are foundations on the bottom. I'm so glad I have the no clip mod on, because I can put foundations a little bit lower to the ground, and I can have them snap to ceiling pieces, and that has just worked out a ton. As you can see, there's like no gaps on the bottom of this thing. It's either walls connecting, or a foundation piece is snapped to the wall or to like a ceiling piece below it, and it just looks perfect. This thing, I mean, it's so smooth, it's nice. Even over here, you can kind of see it slopes up a little bit and it snaps in. That's actually kind of the reason I had to do these extension pieces here. So on this side here, and this is kind of where I got the idea for the little towers that stick out here, foundations or walls wouldn't be created in basically this spot here where this single guy is, because you can see he's 4 wide instead of the 3 I have for the rest of them. They're all separated by a 3-wall gap. This guy here is 4 because right where he sits on the wall, I couldn't snap a wall piece or a foundation piece there, so to kind of did that, but whatever reason it worked, because I guess it was a little bit higher, but I was able to put one foundation out, and that plugged the hole, basically making it inaccessible through crawling. Anyways, so that's there. It looks, I mean, you can't really tell. It's the only one over on this side. So, and really, it's kind of right in the middle if you look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it kind of worked out. Because if I had done 3, let's see, the other one, if I did 3, would have to be like real close to that. So, I don't know. But yeah, so the wall is finished. Let me show you on the back side here. The back side, I kind of did double door height walls, and then I did a stone wall on top of that, and did the thatch roof that connects to it, and it looks pretty nice. I think, if I ever wanted to, like I mentioned earlier, I could put dinos like, right here or something, and then have them facing out, and then once I get enough to what I like maybe 4 Brontos together, and they're popping eggs, or 5 of them, I'll line them up, or maybe, T-Rexes or Gigas, and then I can just go, oh, you know what, build a wall here, and I can just build, foundation or ceiling pieces out, to what I want, and then have it stop, and that can be our separating wall for the different dino breeds. So yeah, this all turned out. It looks, I mean, I'm happy with it. There's a few things here and there that are kind of issue-y, and like this guy right here. So this, I can't put a ceiling piece here, or a wall, or a foundation here for this guy to connect to. It just does. It won't let me do it. It's it's being aggravating. It's being a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. I maybe could have gone the other way, but I wanted this thing to be kind of some some kind of symmetry, a little bit. This side over here is what it kind of should have looked like. So it's got the door opening, it comes down, and it's all sealed up, and it comes down to this. But over there's a little bit of hill, and it doesn't do that, so I can't fill in that little gap here like I do with these ones up here. But hey, if that's the only thing that's an issue, besides like one of the little gaps I had, like these guys right here, there's a gap and there was a gap there. I mean, out of all this, I'm like, yep, see, there's a gap here, but you can't really tell on the other side. And really, I'm not going to be over there all the time to really tell. You know, it turned out well. I'm happy with it. It took quite a bit of work. It looks fantastic. I'm going to call this a good day. So if you guys, if you like the video, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. And yeah, I think that's it for the video today. And keep a lookout for future videos. Until next time, guys, have a nice day.